Welcome to Ferguson USA Hot Talk Radio. Today we're talking with Mary Williams and Brad Locke regarding the Alzheimer's walk coming up. Brad, tell us a little bit about yourself, and you too, Mary.
Well, I'll go first, I guess. You said that.
Go first. That works.
My name is Brad Locke. I got hooked up with the Alzheimer's Association a long time ago. I worked with a lady that her mother had Alzheimer's, and I worked with her, and I met this lady probably, 10, 15 times over the course of a couple of years. It was like the first time I met her each time, and it kind of just stuck with me. And then a few years back, I met Mary, and she got me to sponsor a table at the walk, and then it's just been snowballing ever since. And now I'm the co-chair of the logistics committee for the St. Charles County Walk. And
it's amazing how you get caught into that type of thing.
You just sucked right in, let me tell you.
So, Mary, what's your story?
Well, I worked in home care, so I did private duty in staffing nursing homes, hospitals, and worked with clients in their homes. And my grandmother had Alzheimer's, and my sister was her caregiver for 23 years. So with the struggles I saw of the families that went to it, was one of the most horrible diseases for to deal with them. It's a part of losing them.
What type of struggles? Give us examples.
They struggle with decline every day. So every day there's a decline. Someday it gets to where they don't even know who you are. So you lose a little piece of them every day. So just an example of, my family lives in California, but I flew out and went to see my grandmother with my sister and my daughter. And my grandmother called me my mother's name and called my daughter my name, and then whispered to me, "Who's that lady? I don't know who she is, but she comes every day." And that was my sister.
Okay.
So the tears rolled down her eyes as she was heartbroken, because that was the first time my grandmother didn't know who she was.
Oh, I'm sure.
So it's a passion of mine to be able to someday bring just a cure or something for the Alzheimer's Association and the people.
So we're having an event coming up. Tell us a little bit about the run, the motorcycle run coming up.
Yeah.
Well, that's something I've been doing every year. This will be the fourth year.
Really?
And and it started out, we usually get about 100 bikes, about 130 or 140 riders and passengers, and with volunteers, we usually end up with about 150 people there at the ride, and we go from Big St. Charles Motorsports out in St. Charles all the way out to Wright City. There's a quarry, or not a quarry, the Renaissance Winery in Wright City, and this place is a fantastic place. They built this from the stones in the patio all the way to the treehouse in the middle of the patio. They have a huge treehouse in the middle of the patio.
Oh,
it's a winery, and it's a beautiful place, and they're extraordinary people, and they've been on this ride with us. They've been our first stop every year for until now.
So
and
first stop, you said there's more stops?
There's more stops, and we go down south of Highway 70 to T&D Tavern this year, and then Defiance Roadhouse and Terry and Kathy's in Defiance. And each stop, they'll stop and take a break from riding and have some refreshments or a little food along the way or something like that. And they pick up raffle tickets at each stop.
Okay.
And then we have a big after party at Bromelsuck Park out on Highway DD. After the ride, we have barbecue and raffle baskets, and we raffle the tickets that they pick up along the route for attendance prizes and things like that. And we have a band, and it's a good time. It's a good time.
We not just have a band. What band is playing this?
Oh yeah, well, this is Catfish Willie.
Catfish Willie.
Catfish Willie. They are. They've been around a long time. They played for us last year and this year both, and they so graciously almost all but donated their time to this.
That's great.
And it's going to be a good time, and that's from 4 till 7.
So how long is the ride just to start?
Usually about 60, 70 miles, depending on the route you take.
Total, okay.
You can take any route you want. As long as you hit those stops, you can do circles.
That's where you get your raffle tickets.
That's right. That's right.
You've been doing this for 4 years.
This is our 4th year.
Tell me a little bit. Tell me a good story about one of the years. What happened?
Well, I mean, we always get great participation, and the biker community is always willing to help. We've got help from the police departments to block traffic so we can all get on the highway all at once. And it's just the amount of people going down the highway when you have 110 motorcycles going down the highway all at once. It's a pretty amazing presence, really. We've got a photographer, a wide-eye photo that donates their time graciously every year for this. They give drone shots for it, and the pictures are on our website. It's called the Unforgettable Ride, benefiting the Alzheimer's Association. Mm-hmm. On our on Facebook, you can find us on Facebook, and it's alzride.com. And there's not really one particular thing other than the reaction that people that have gone on this ride that have never been on it before.
Really? And Mary, what about your thoughts? Is there anything special that comes out of the last 4 years that you've seen?
Well, I just think, like Brad said, the biker community really comes forward. They do have a couple of members that have dealt with it or is dealing with it. So they are usually at the ride. They won't be this year, but just the support that they give their friends is amazing. So, and the support that they do for the Alzheimer's Association and the walk in St. Charles County, we just couldn't be more proud of what they do. So,
can you describe your favorite bike that's come to one of these? Because motorcycles, us motorcycle riders love to look at other bikes.
Yeah.
The purple bike.
Scott Henderson, he's been with us every year, and that's the bike that's on our Facebook page. If you can see it there, it's heavily customized. He's got a ton of money into this bike, and he leads our ride every year for us, and this year will be no exception. It's an amazing bike, and I don't know if you can pull it up there, but it's awesome. It's solid purple and chrome, and
that's it. That's the best bike.
Yep, and
that's a pretty bike. I tell you what, is it a Harley or an Indian or?
That's a Harley. That's a Harley.
Yeah.
That's him on the far left there in the beard, and and that's my daughter's in the middle, and so it's they help out, and it's a good time.
No, that's great. Okay, so how does one get involved, first of all, with the ride, and secondly, with the Alzheimer's Association?
Well, you can contact me for the ride
how do you do
anytime. You can give me a call or get on our Facebook page and message me. It's the Unforgettable Ride, and you can look that up. Just look for that bike. There are some other unforgettable rides out there and stuff like that, but as soon as you see that bike, you can message us through the Facebook page, or you can give me a call.
And how does one give you a call?
314-398-6900.
Great. You'll need to say that 3 times for the folks who haven't picked up their pencils yet.
314-398-6900.
There you go. Is there a special way they should get a hold of you, Mary?
Well, if they want to join the walk, St. Charles Walk, we've customized our link, alz.org/SCC walk. But if they would like to join any of our 22 walks in the area, alz.org/Greater Mo Walk. So. And
once again, 3 times, so for those folks who didn't pick up pencils.
So, alz.org/SCC walk will take you there to the St. Charles County Walk, or alz.org/Greater Mo, and then you can pick a walk from there.
Great. Is there any other information you want to tell us about Alzheimer's? Is there any hope? What's the newest in research?
I'll leave that to you.
Yeah, there is.
Okay, fair enough.
He's going to leave it to me, and I'm actually going to leave it to our researchers. I'm not a researcher, so to really tell you something, but I'll tell you what, we have a Science Hub app, so the ALZ Science Hub app.
Really?
So if you download that, you can have the latest updates from all of our researchers and where we are today and where we are with the new drug that came out. So I'd prefer them to answer those questions than myself.
So this new drug, I guess, is promising, maybe?
It does show some promising in first stage Alzheimer's, of slowing the process. So.
All right. Well, that's a good thing. Anything else?
Well, we also have services that we do for free. So that's where our money raised goes. So
Like what?
care consultations. So if you needed a care consultation, someone to help you through your journey, we have social workers 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to be able to guide you through that process. So alz.org will take you straight to our Facebook page.
And that's the national one.
That's our national one,
Okay.
yes. So nationally we can take care of everybody 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and people really need to take advantage of that and what we have to offer. We have some respite care where they can get some funds for needed services. We also have just caregiver classes. We have a memory cafe out in St. Charles, which is really popular, and it's for first stage people.
What is a memory cafe?
So it's put on by the Beverly Hope Foundation and sponsored by them. It's an Alzheimer's event, but
Okay.
it's where they meet. Sometimes lately it's been over Zoom, but she does different things. Like she brings in, they had a mime in the last one. We did the 40s the other day. We did old time movies, old time carnivals, just stuff to get their mind active and just some entertainment for them because they've been isolated for a long time.
I hear that a lot of Alzheimer's patients actually gain some of their memory back if they're put in the music and stuff like that. Y'all do like dances or anything like that?
We don't do dances,
Okay.
but music is the one thing they use like usually last. So they just remember that, like it's a tone that they they
Sure.
remember. So how I explained it to my clients in the past is they actually age backwards. So they'll age backwards. So you have to be in their moment where they are at that time.
At that moment, yes.
So don't be in your moment. Don't try to say, don't you remember, did you remember, any of those kind of words. So you just go with where they're at and you just say yes or no or, just
So
bring
you
things
play
up.
into their fantasy is
Yes,
what we're
you
saying?
do. And it makes it a lot easier and it gets them less agitated.
I see. Okay. Anything else there, Brad?
Not really. The ride is on August 28th. Registration starts at 9 o'clock at Big St. Charles Motorsports. Runs till about 10:45 and kickstands up at 11.
How much does it cost?
It's $25 per bike and $15 per passenger. We'll have a barbecue at the end, and I kicked up the price a little bit to cover part of the barbecue, and I'm going to donate the rest of it.
Sure.
So
sure.
we're gonna try and feed as many people as we can. So
That's always a good thing when you can feed people, I guarantee you
Yeah.
that.
With some good barbecue, it's always good, right?
I'll bet it is. Well, once again, thanks for coming out. This is the Alzheimers.org, based at, the local one based out of St. Charles area. And we look forward to a really good event this year. Anything else?
Oh,
thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks
it.
No problem.
very much.
You have a great day, and thanks for coming.
Thanks.